In a world where the spiritual and physical are intertwined, amazing transformations take place. Have you noticed how people around you admire your freshness and youthfulness? This may be a sign that something more is awakening in you, a spiritual growth that can profoundly change not only your inner state, but also your appearance. Such changes can manifest as heightened senses or unexpected changes in your health. Today, we will reveal 8 physical signs that reveal a profound relationship between spiritual and physical development. One of the first noticeable changes is that people begin to look younger. When a person embarks on the path of spiritual development, stress, that relentless enemy of youth, gradually withdraws from his or her life. Freed from the burden of cares and worries, he acquires a serene clarity that is reflected on his face. Imagine waking up each day with a feeling of lightness, getting rid of the shackles of stress and seeing this transformation reflected in his appearance. The skin begins to glow from within, as if illuminated by an inner light. Fine lines and wrinkles that were once wrinkles that seemed to be imprinted on his face begin to gradually smooth out, giving way to a more even and fresh skin tone. This is not just a cosmetic change, but a deep inner transformation. As the spirit is released from negative energy, the body also begins a cleansing process, getting rid of toxins that have accumulated over the years. This detoxification process promotes cellular healing, which in turn makes the skin clearer and more radiant. Dark circles under the eyes, once a sign of sleepless nights and constant tension, gradually disappear. The eyes, now clearer and full of life, become a reflection of a renewed soul. People around them begin to notice that the person looks younger and wonder about his secret. The secret, of course, lies in his spiritual development, a transformation that comes from within. As spiritual growth continues, one's posture naturally straightens. The weight of the world no longer weighs on his shoulders, allowing him to stand with his head proudly raised. One's movements take on confidence and grace, a reflection of inner harmony. This physical metamorphosis, like a manifestation of youth, fills him with a sense of vitality and energy, making his appearance more fresh and alert. Such changes become more and more noticeable. Those around him, whether friends or family, notice the glow in his skin, the sparkle in his eyes, and his vigor. They see a person who has found the source of eternal youth not in any external means, but in a profound inner transformation, resulting from the liberation of the spirit and the pacification of the soul. The path of spiritual awakening is manifested in the most obvious and undeniable signs. One looks younger and more radiant with each new day. Another noticeable change in appearance becomes a calmness of facial expression. As one goes deeper into spiritual growth, the turbulent waves of the inner world begin to subside, and this newfound calmness is reflected in the face. The facial features soften, the eyebrows straighten, and serenity becomes a familiar expression. The person is no longer in a state in the maelstrom of endless hustle, stress, and anxious reflection. Finding freedom from this oppression becomes apparent to those around him. The face, once a battlefield of emotions, now resembles a peaceful landscape at the dawn of a new day, untouched by the chaos of everyday life. The deep creases and frowning eyebrows that once screamed of inner turmoil are gradually smoothing out, giving way to the soft outlines of peace. When one looks in the mirror, one no longer sees a reflection of tension and anxiety. Instead, he observes a calm and serene face that is a clear indication of the inner peace that now reigns within. Daily interactions become eloquent evidence of this change. Faced with circumstances that once provoked irritation or anger, the man now reacts to them with equanimity. His eyes, the mirror of his soul, no longer burn with anxiety or cloud over with irritation. On the contrary, they radiate an even, unwavering calmness. This transformation of facial expression does not go unnoticed. Friends, surroundings, whether close relatives or casual passers-by, cannot fail to notice the metamorphosis. They see in front of them a person from whom an aura of peace emanates, a person who has found a deeper and more conscious approach to life. Remember the times when a single glance could give away your inner tension or impatience. Now his calm demeanor is an eloquent testimony to the harmony within. The corners of his lips are involuntarily folded into a soft, understanding smile, which is a reflection of an unshakable inner peace. This serene expression becomes an integral part of his image, a clear demonstration of spiritual growth. Such changes have a profound effect. Conversations become smoother and more harmonious, as his peaceful presence has a calming effect on those around him. Stressful situations no longer have the same power over him, nor are they able to shake the deep inner peace he radiates. His calm facial expression is not just a passive reflection of his inner state, but an active process that creates a wave effect that spreads calmness to those around him. A person's spiritual transformation does not go unnoticed. It is clearly imprinted on his appearance. The inner peace that he painstakingly nurtures in himself, as if seeping outward, turning his face into a kind of oasis of calm. Every glance, every barely perceptible smile, every serene expression on his face is a clear confirmation of the deep harmony that is now an integral part of his being. He becomes a living embodiment of how spiritual growth can manifest itself in the most profound and yet obvious way, becoming a clear example to those around him. Another manifestation of inner change becomes detoxification and glowing skin. As one ascends spiritually, his body undergoes a thorough cleansing, releasing toxins that have accumulated as a result of the stresses and emotional upheavals he has experienced. This detoxification process can be likened to a whole-body general cleanse, where every cell is renewed and purified. As a result of this process, the skin begins to transform, taking on a healthy and radiant appearance. The dullness and blemishes that used to be characteristic features of his face give way to freshness and a healthy blush. The face, freed from the burden of the past, begins to radiate an inner light that testifies to his spiritual awakening. The condition of the skin, free of impurities, is a reflection of the clarity and lightness of one's inner world. This cleanliness of the skin is not just a cosmetic improvement, but a clear indication of the body's internal cleansing processes. Daily actions only reinforce this positive transformation. Eating preferences lean toward more nutritious foods, and skincare habits, especially moisturizing, become more conscious, which in turn promotes whole-body detoxification. A craving for wellness-oriented practices such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature emerges. Each of these activities helps to eliminate harmful substances from the body, thereby improving the clarity and overall health of the skin. In addition, the glow that begins to emanate from the skin becomes evident to those around you. It is not just an ordinary glow, but rather a glowing aura that is a sign of the inner calm and balanced energy that one has cultivated within oneself. This calmness, coming from deep within, shines with an almost unearthly light, and those around them cannot help but notice this transformation. They see a person who not only looks healthy, but radiates a living energy that has a profound effect on others. The attractiveness of a person who has achieved spiritual enlightenment becomes apparent, like a window displaying their inner radiance. Skin radiating a healthy glow involuntarily attracts the eyes, becoming an eloquent testimony to his spiritual growth. This person becomes a kind of beacon, radiating positive energy and peace, and his radiant appearance beckons others like a flame that attracts moths. This radiance is not just an outward transformation, but a reflection of a deep inner state. As spiritual practices bring more peace and harmony, This inner balance invariably manifests in the outer appearance. Inner poise creates an outer radiance that makes one look not only younger, but also full of vitality. Another indicator of spiritual development is the strengthening of hair and nails. As one grows spiritually, there is a rejuvenation of the entire body that reflects the inner strength and power that one cultivates within oneself. This inner transformation is not limited to internal processes, but extends all the way down to the fingertips and locks of hair. The hair, once weak and lifeless, is now transformed, as if it were bursting into new life. Each strand seems to become stronger, denser, and more elastic, radiating an attractive radiance. This miraculous transformation is a direct consequence of the improved overall condition of the body and the surge of vitality circulating within. When the tension of the past years gives way to inner peace, the body has the opportunity to channel its energy to fully nourish and strengthen the hair follicles. Everyday life becomes a clear indication of these positive changes. Run your hand through your hair, and you will feel its increased strength, its resistance to breakage. The shine and volume you observe is an outward manifestation of the inner clarity and energy you now possess. Compliments regarding the health and beauty of your hair become commonplace, emphasizing the visible impact of your spiritual growth. Similarly, your nails, which were previously brittle and prone to splitting, now show extraordinary strength. They grow faster, look healthier, and more resilient, as if reflecting your inner resilience. This metamorphosis is not a coincidence but a direct consequence. The path to well-being is a complex process, and your wellness efforts are paying off. A diet rich in essential elements, adequate hydration, and an overall focus on wellness have combined to produce such noticeable positive changes. Every gesture, every movement of your hands now demonstrates your inner transformation, and your nails, strong and healthy, seem to epitomize the strength of your renewed outlook and vitality. The transformation of your hair and nails is not just a superficial change, but a clear indication of the deep health and vitality gained through spiritual awakening. In everyday situations, whether it is a welcoming handshake or a light touch to the hair, these positive changes do not go unnoticed. Those around you observe your strength and energy with interest, seeing a person who is thriving in all aspects, mental, emotional, and physical. Strong hair and nails have come to symbolize not only your excellent health, but also the inner strength you now possess. This is the fifth major change in appearance. Transformations in the spiritual sphere are reflected in the expressiveness of the eyes, which acquire a special liveliness and brilliance. As a person's inner development deepens, his eyes begin to shine like beacons, radiating clarity and light. This glow is a reflection of the deep emotional purification and spiritual renewal taking place in his soul. The eyes become not just windows through which one can look into the soul, but bright mirrors that demonstrate the spiritual progress of the individual. The eyes, which previously may have been clouded by stress and fatigue, now radiate an extraordinary intensity. The whites of the eyes become noticeably lighter, and the iris becomes saturated and bright, showing a play of colors that seem to dance in the rays of light. This striking transformation is a direct result of the emotional and spiritual cleansing that occurs when one is freed from the burden of past traumas and negative energies. It is these negative factors that have previously prevented a deep expression of emotion and understanding that is difficult to put into words. When such a person looks into the eyes of another, he or she involuntarily feels the pull of his or her inner world filled with wisdom. The gaze becomes a powerful tool capable of calming tension and conveying depth of feeling and understanding. Empathy is a powerful force that transforms a person, making him or her more attractive to others. When an individual radiates empathy, their eyes take on a special sparkle, attracting the attention of others. They feel the positive energy and vitality emanating from him, which contrasts sharply with the often seen gloom and indifference on the faces of passers-by. These eyes, full of life and energy, make a person stand out from the crowd like a beacon, pointing to someone who has managed to rise above the ordinary and reached a higher level of existence. Every morning begins with a look in the mirror, where a person can clearly see the changes that have taken place. The eyes looking out of the mirror reflection no longer belong to the past. They are the eyes of a person who has discovered a deeper truth and found inner harmony. This reflection becomes a confirmation of his spiritual growth, encouraging him to further explore his inner world. Sometimes it may seem that even the color of the eyes has changed, becoming richer and brighter. This is not just a play of the imagination, but a real manifestation of the living energy that now circulates freely in the body. Awakening to a deeper understanding of oneself fills one's eyes with life and color, which have a mesmerizing effect on all who meet them on the path. The gaze directed at you seems to imprint a lasting impression in the memory of every person you meet. The eyes become a mirror of spiritual development, radiating the light of inner peace and emotional clarity. This transformation is not just an outward transformation, but a profound change that penetrates all areas of your existence. People seeing your eyes sense the significant journey of transformation you have undergone and realize the powerful interconnection between your inner world and your outer appearance. Eyes that shine with new vigor and life demonstrate the amazing depth of spiritual evolution. The sixth noticeable change in physical appearance is a sharpening of sensory perception. As spiritual awareness grows, the mind and body begin to synchronize with the subtle energies of the world around us, leading to heightened senses. Through this transformation, the world around us becomes clearer, and heightened perception is a clear indication of inner growth. Eyes that were previously just the heightened perception of the world, previously hidden behind a veil of ordinariness, now appears in all its splendor, as if rediscovering the surrounding reality. Visual images acquire extraordinary clarity and depth, allowing to catch the smallest details of the universe. The palette of colors becomes more saturated and expressive, and the textures and shades of the surrounding world are revealed in all their diversity. This heightened visual perception is a direct consequence of deepening awareness. When watching a sunset, one does not just see the changing colors in the sky, but deeply feels this picturesque painting, which resonates in one's inner world. Auditory perception is also transformed. Barely perceptible sounds, such as the whisper of the wind, the rustle of leaves, or the murmur of a distant stream, are formed into a harmonious symphony of subtle shades. The slightest fluctuations in tone are picked up, which can convey unspoken emotions. This increased sensitivity extends to the perception of music, where every note and every rhythm vibrates, filling with deep meaning and merging with the energy of sound. The sense of touch also undergoes a change, becoming a kind of conduit for the intricate stories that the physical world tells. By running one's fingers over various surfaces, one is able to sense the depth and structure of the material. This increased tactile sensitivity is an outward reflection of the subtle balance achieved on an inner level. Internal changes lead to a marked heightening of the senses, including the sense of smell and taste. The variety of aromas takes one into rich emotional spaces, and the taste sensations become so intense that every meal becomes a spiritual experience. In everyday life, this heightened perception makes one more attentive and focused on the present moment. This heightened awareness fosters a deeper connection with others, allowing one to better understand and empathize with their feelings. Walking in nature, one becomes aware of the complex and harmonious dance of life, feeling a deep connection to the earth and its natural cycles. The heightened senses are also reflected in one's outward appearance. There is a special sparkle in the eyes, posture becomes more collected, and facial expression becomes more subtle and expressive, indicating a heightened state of awareness. People around them, feeling these positive changes, begin to reach out to such a person, as if he has a special secret knowledge of the world. The seventh change that can occur with appearance is weight fluctuations. As one goes deeper into spiritual growth, the body begins to respond to releasing old, outmoded energy and emotional traumas. This process may be accompanied by changes in weight. Personal transformations are often accompanied by unpredictable weight fluctuations that are a reflection of the underlying processes unfolding in the body. Striving for balance, the body can get rid of extra pounds, as if freeing itself from the emotional weight and tension it has accumulated over the years. This kind of weight loss is not just associated with a change in appearance, but with a sense of mental lightness. A person may notice that clothes fit better, and a tighter and more energized version of themselves is reflected in the mirror. Losing weight in this context symbolizes getting rid of past resentments and negative influences, opening the way to the true self, free and renewed. At the same time, the body may respond to the transformation by gaining weight, accumulating resources to support spiritual growth. Temporary weight gain acts as a defense mechanism, allowing the body to more easily tolerate profound internal changes. Such weight fluctuations become especially noticeable during periods of active spiritual work, such as during meditation, yoga, or other self-discovery practices. Energy healing emphasizes the body's increasing need for harmony. A person becomes more sensitive to their body's signals, whether it is a desire to lose excess weight or a need to conserve energy to support inner change. Those around them, noticing this metamorphosis, can't help but comment on the new look. They observe an individual experiencing significant transformation on both internal and external levels. Weight fluctuations become a topic of discussion, and the person explains that he is experiencing profound spiritual processes. He stands as living proof of the powerful relationship between body and spirit. Changes in weight demonstrate the dynamic and continually evolving nature of the spiritual path. This demonstrable transformation emphasizes the profound inner transformation taking place in the human being. In this way, spiritual awakening is reflected in physical form, making the inner evolution evident to the outside world. The eighth change in appearance serves as a clear indication of spiritual development. The process of personal growth invariably entails a marked improvement in posture. When one's inner world is awakened and harmonized, one's physical state also undergoes a change, becoming more upright and balanced, a clear manifestation of a new inner balance. This transformation is not just about straightening the back. It is a profound journey of self-discovery and self-care. The spine, which is the support of the entire body, begins to gradually align itself, freeing itself from years of tension and stress that had previously restrained it. It aligns with amazing precision, forming a solid foundation that supports not only the physical shell, but also the newfound inner strength. The man begins to move with grace and confidence, holding his head high, reflecting the confidence that now emanates from within. This change becomes evident to those around them. Tasks that used to cause one to slouch now encourage one to stand at full height. Whether working at a desk, walking down the street, or having a casual conversation, improved posture is an eloquent sign of internal change. We are talking about a person who has found inner harmony, a person whose actions are dictated by strong convictions, and he does not hesitate to defend them. His demeanor shows a deep concern for himself. Freed from the weight of unresolved emotional conflicts and stress, his body frees itself and assumes its natural, balanced posture. Improved posture is a visible manifestation of his desire for well-being both physically and spiritually. It demonstrates respect and self-love enough to stand up straight, both literally and figuratively. Those around him notice this change and see before him a man from whom confidence and steadfastness emanates, one who attracts attention and respect by his mere presence. His straightened back becomes a sign of his inner transformation, signaling the changes taking place. Correcting his posture is not simply a matter of striving for aesthetic appeal, but a sense of his own strength, capabilities, and alignment with his true purpose. As he grows spiritually, a profound and undeniable metamorphosis permeates every cell of the body, marking the beginning of an amazing journey. The radiance of youth, the serene expression on the face, and the vibrant energy sparkling in the eyes serve as vivid evidence of these inner transformations. The senses are sharpened, hair and nails become strong and healthy, and posture, as if by magic, becomes straighter and more graceful. Each change, like a skillful stroke on a canvas, is a manifestation of the body's wisdom, steadily leading to a more harmonious and balanced existence. These transformations do not go unnoticed. Those around you, be it friends or loved ones, can't help but notice the glowing skin, the calmness, and the sparkle in your eyes. This is not just a whim of nature, but clear signs of spiritual growth, a kind of body's way of reflecting the profound changes taking place inside. It is a celebration of releasing old wounds and embracing a new, balanced energy. In this process of awakening, one must trust the wisdom of one's body, realizing that each transformation brings one closer to one's true, authentic self. It is important to embrace these changes with an open heart and the confidence that they lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. One must be aware of one's progress on the path of personal growth and self-discovery. The physical changes that occur to him are a clear testimony to this amazing process and demonstrate the inextricable link between his inner world and his outer appearance. Now, it is time to share your unique story. It is necessary to analyze your own experience and the transformation that has taken place, and then tell others about it. Everyone's journey can inspire and guide others, causing a chain reaction of positive change. By sharing one's story, one contributes to a community of spiritually evolving individuals, each on their own unique path of self-improvement and discovery.